But I want you to think about a couple of things first that are key to what goes on. We were to say to young people, let's go to the theater. Many times they would think of the movie theater or find a movie to go see. A little bit older, you say, let's go to the theater, and they might think of the Forest Theater or the Marion Theater or some show that takes place. If you're in the military, you discuss the theater, you talk about the battleground, where the battle will take place and how the theater will unfold. And if you're here in South Philadelphia on this day, you talk about the theater, it's Broad Street. Get ready, Broad Street, because here come the Mummers. That becomes the area that becomes most important, because that's where it all unfolds. But in theater, there's a lot of things that happen before that event. It takes the costume people and the designers. It takes the workers and the carpenters. It takes the planners. It takes the people who hold the secrets of what's going to happen for this year that didn't happen last year. It takes electricians, lighting people. It takes people with talent who have special gifts that can put an idea in someone's head and actually put it together and make it work. Finally, it takes someone to put on the costume, the mask, and carry the whole team through so that what is being thought about, what is being written down, what is being designed by a designer, what is being dressed up by someone who's in costume, by what is being painted by makeup, what is being lit up by lighting, can be carried forward by a human being and become real. All of those people fulfill a mission, and that mission brings us to that one event that takes place for that one period of time. For us, all of that comes together for what we call the Mummers Parade. All the fancy costumes, all the hard work, all the concepts and ideas of what each club will do for the next year. It's almost behind us now, because the next year's plan unfolds tomorrow, and then it begins all over again for next year. It's a big challenge. It's a big plan. But in the theater of life, that plan is everlasting, because in the theater of life, we wear many kinds of masks that come and go. We can wear a happy face and a sad face. We can wear an excitement or a boredom. We can wear all kinds of things that portray exactly how we feel. That is how life is, day in and day out. Well, on this one day of the year, New Year's Day, all of this got started so many years ago because the mask became the moment where all of that was hidden. Life was hidden. And all that could be portrayed was happiness. Happiness through a parade of spirit. That parade of spirit then became the sign and the symbol to mark the beginning of a new year, the beginning of a new way of life, a beginning of doing things over again, only better than before. So New Year's Day became famous for the masquerade, became famous for the costume, became famous for the expression and the joy of what it meant to be happy through dance and through jingles and through all kinds of funny things that were fancy and funny at the same time. All of that makes us special, but in a very particular way, because we're from Philadelphia. We are here in a church that is in Philadelphia, but its roots and its heart and its mission and its purpose and all that it generates, all that it becomes, is in Rome. This is the Catholic Church. Catholic Church, as we all know, has a Holy Father who lives in the Vatican, and from him everything works its way down, and it unfolds all around the world. But for the same thing as mummers or mummery, it began so long ago in Rome, and it was passed through generations of life. Different parts of the world and different kinds of things, but never as it is in Philadelphia. Philadelphia is unique, one of a kind. It's the best. And in being that one of a kind, it picked this place, Our Lady of Mount Carmel. For some strange reason, Our Lady wanted to get in on the act, and so she did. Here we are on her feast day, in her church, before New Year's Day, with the Mummers celebration. It can't go any better than this. You can't make it up. I can't recreate the book. It was rewritten a year ago. We got the whole new liturgy, and it's still this way. So celebrate a year's worth of hard work, to celebrate a tradition that is everlasting, to celebrate the mummery spirit of life, which means nothing is that bad. You can always get through it. Look at the mummers and how they strut. Look at the music that they play. Listen to that banjo go, and your thoughts are nothing but happiness. It's true. So tonight, we continue that. We're gathered again with all of our history, with all that this means to all of us in very special ways, from our children to our grandparents, all of us. But always know that in this celebration that begins here, to close 2012 on this night, and to open 2013 tomorrow, our goal is to be happy and to be safe, to be joyful and to be skillful, and to let the best group win, whoever they might be. Doesn't really matter, we're all great, but let the best win. And when the best win, they bring the best trophy, which is back here, to the best parish, with the best pastor. First I was under the weather, somebody gave me a great Christmas gift called cold. Then I tried to get somebody a princess match, and they said, I'm not touching that. Now I have to run that hard to make it a clap. I mean, come on. Anyway, that's a short meeting. Now, Father Russell's vow is a real true memory of what he started. And, the man, I never knew him, how could I? But he really had a great idea to start something so important, uniting Catholic faith to the mummers and to mummery into a neighborhood that is a spirit of life. May 2nd Street always have that spirit. May you never let it be extinguished. And when you go down Broad Street, bring the spirit of 2nd Street with you. That way, if you're in a fancy brigade or a comic brigade or whatever you are in, you will still be the best because you're bringing your spirit of home with you. And that is where it all began, from your parents, to your grandparents, to your church, to your family, to the people around you. God bless us.